I went to mosques throughout my state to build bridges between our community and law enforcement so we could get intelligence and information from these folks. I've had the experience of working with them as governor of New Jersey as well. We cannot mix the radical Islamic jihadists with everyday Muslim Americans. New Jersey has the second largest Muslim American population in America of any state. These are good, law-abiding, hard-working people. What they need is our cooperation and our understanding. They do not need just broadsides against them because of the religious faith they practice.
All right, and that's one of the problems with Christie, and the people of New Hampshire should know it. And so we brought on Ryan Mauro, national security analyst for the Clarion Project, to talk some more about Christie and his, his radical Islamic Muslim problem. Ryan, welcome. Tell the folks what they need to know about, that was Christie from the debate. He goes around, he continuously defends the Islamic Center of Passaic County. He's praised it over and over again. And tell the folks what that means.
Well, Governor Christie boasts of his ability to separate moderate from extremists. So let's examine that record. In December, he said, quote, "The folks in the local mosque in Patterson, the ones I interact with, they are not radical Islamic jihadists," referring to the Islamic Center of Passaic County that you just mentioned. So what is that mosque? They are linked to Hamas. And in fact, the evidence is so strong that the Department of Homeland Security for years, since 2006, has been trying to kick out the imam of that mosque for his Hamas links. And what has Governor Christie done in the meantime, while the Department of Homeland Security has warned about this mosque? He has upheld that popular imam as a moderate and praised him for his cooperation. And he's stood by that for years.
Is this politically motivated, do you believe? Because, after the 9/11 attacks and years later when they were trying to build that Ground Zero mosque, famously, I had him on my radio show at the time, and I asked him, he was governor, first term, and I said, so, are you in favor of this mosque or not? He says, that's not for me to say. Politicians shouldn't be giving opinions on this. And I said, but you lost more people in New Jersey than any other state lost on 9/11. How could you not have an opinion? And then, of course, the appointment of a judge, a Muslim judge to the bench in New Jersey, and I have no problem with that, except that this is the same judge who defended the Fort Dick Six, who tried to blow up and go in and shoot up Fort Dix. And he defended them as an attorney back then and said, Islam has nothing to do with, we shouldn't say Islam at all when we're talking about these defendants. So this is the guy Christie eventually appoints to the bench. Is it politically motivated, or has Christie got a hard head when it comes to this?
It could be a combination of both. Like Governor Christie said at the debate, New Jersey has the second largest Muslim population in the country. So he first started praising Imam Kantanani, the Hamas-linked imam of this mosque, when he was preparing to run for governor. He was saying that he was a man of goodwill. At the same time, the Department of Homeland Security was saying he has terror ties and is an extremist. As for the Muslim judge, how does he know that individual? Well, part of the reason is probably because he was the attorney for Kantanani. So when Christie talks about his Muslim outreach, it always comes back to this Hamas-linked imam. And there was video in 2012 where he invited this Hamas-linked imam to the governor's mansion, and he said to the audience, first he praised the imam, and he said, "There are anti-Muslim bigots around the country that are attacking me for my appointment of a Muslim judge and for my association with Imam Kantanani, and attack the integrity of those that are raising
So Sahal Muhammad, the guy, the judge, the man he appointed judge, was the attorney for this Hamas-linked character?
Yes, at some point he was, yep.
All right, I don't even know what to say anymore. So quickly, 20 seconds. So when he goes around saying, I was appointed prosecutor, I was a U.S. attorney, 9/11, blah, 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 he's not tough on this at all.
He has failed his own test when he says that you need to separate moderate from extremists. And real quickly, by the way, his Muslim Outreach Committee also included Imam Kantanani, and after we exposed it, he remained on the committee.
Wow. Great work, Ryan. Clarion Project, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll certainly talk to Ryan again. Thank you, sir. Up next, more politics with former advisor to President Bush and John McCain. Don't go away.